Listen, I hate to interrupt Biz here on the Bernie and Sid Show, heard everywhere on the 77 WABC app, but we have business to take care of. Bill O'Reilly was talking about the bodega, as everybody has been talking about the bodega incident. Talked about it earlier. Said Fernando Mateo was going to meet with Alvin Bragg, as he calls him, today to try to get the charges dropped. The situation is, of course, Kathy Hochul, nowhere to be found. The only person who could do something, actually, Eric Adams could scream from the rafters and mention Alvin Bragg by name, but he's not going to do that. Kathy Hochul could fire him, the governor of New York, the ineffective loser, afraid of the woke-tard governor, the woke-tard's governor, Kathy Hochul. She's not going to do it. She's in hiding. And so anyway, Fernando Mateo is going to meet with Mr. Bragg, as he calls him, and try to get the charges dropped from this bodega guy. But you heard Bill O'Reilly. He said tensions are rising between blacks and Hispanics over this bodega clerk incident. And those tensions have been there in Washington Heights, Inwood, and Harlem. The Dominicans, the Dominicans that run, it's sort of like the Koreans and the African American neighborhoods in the past. The tension that you saw there, Koreatown, remember that?
Of course.
And, of course, here in New York as well, you had Al Sharpton urging violence on the Korean shop owners. And so, anyway, the similar situation is out there on, as I mentioned, in Manhattan and in the Bronx, because the Dominicans own these bodegas, and blacks shop in them. And there's tensions. Let's put it that way. When a food stamp card doesn't work, and the girl is upset because she wanted a bag of chips, and the guy has to turn it down, and a thug ends up getting stabbed. Some guy who's on parole for, assaulting a cop. Anyway, on that note, Vito Fossella, he is the Staten Island borough president. He was talking about this on Fox News yesterday. This is what Vito Fossella said about, the whole situation and the thug in particular. Cut number 30, please, Lou.
Along comes this poor guy, just earning a living, is threatened, assaulted, trying to defend himself. And if there's anything real and right in this country, is the right to defend yourself or your property. And rather than arrest the woman who stabbed him, this poor guy is facing 15 to 25 years in jail. So what we did just a few days ago in Staten Island, some folks may not know, New York City is comprised of 5 boroughs, 5 different counties. Each borough has its own district attorney. What we said on Staten Island is that if you get attacked, if you're assaulted, you have the right to defend yourself. And while they may put you in jail in Manhattan, Staten Island, you'll get a medal. Anybody with a half an ounce of common sense looking at this video has to feel for this guy. And as I said, rather than charge the people who initiated this, threatened him, assaulted him, are now looking to put him behind bars for up to 25 years. Something's got to give.
So that was the money clip, the money quote, I should say, was on Staten Island, this guy would get a medal.
Right.
And he deserves the Medal of Freedom, this
Of
guy.
course he does. And again, we played Vito Fossella today. We played Mateo, who still disappointed me, how he talked about Bragg, not Bragg's initially. But I'm not to hear anybody stand up and go, hey, this guy's a real bad guy. What he did was worthy of all this punishment. I'm not to hear anybody say that. I mean, Bragg has done nothing. Hochul's done nothing. But I've heard nobody come out in the media and hold Alba accountable. Nobody. Have you?
Hold Alba accountable?
Yes.
No. Why should he be held accountable? I don't know.
Well, if Bragg is not dropping the charges, you want to hear Alvin Bragg? He was on Channel 11. Do you have this, Bernard, on Sunday?
I don't have it. You go ahead, play it.
This is Sid number 3. This is Alvin Bragg on WPIX Channel 11 on Sunday, talking about how he's going to maintain the murder charge. My point is, we play Vito Fossella, we play Fernando Mateo, me and you were yelling, this guy, self-defense. Usually there's an argument for the other side. I've not heard not one person yet say that Alba was not in the right. But here is corrupt, racist DA Alvin Bragg on Channel 11 just 2 days ago.
Public safety is my top priority. Shootings and homicides are down Manhattan year to date, and that we're focused on that like a laser. It's an ongoing matter, so I can't comment too much. As you said, that the case was brought into us after the NYPD arrest, presented as a murder. We maintain that charge in court. The next phase is we're continuing to investigate going forward. And I can't really talk a lot about that, but That's what we do. We kind of receive matters after there's been an incident, and we assess. We talk to witnesses, review evidence. And we are in that phase now. We worked with defense counsel from the beginning, to sort of
I mean, but
so now he's not in custody as we continue to investigate this serious matter.
Shut up! Good Lord, he's doing blow, this guy. I mean, just windbag, just on and on and on, saying nothing. Fernando Mateo, Jose Alba. Nobody wants to hold him accountable because he didn't do anything wrong.
That's right.
It's clear. It's clear as day on the videotape. So for Alvin and Bragg to say we're going to continue the investigation, shouldn't you conclude or continue the investigation before you charge the guy? Not necessarily conclude it, but there was no evidence he did anything wrong.
Nope.
So why was he charged? Why was he held in $500,000 bail initially and then $250,000? And why is he still charged with second-degree murder?
I mean, initially, I get it. There's a dead body. Usually when there's a dead body, there's a price to pay. But again, it'll take 2 seconds to watch these videos and come to the conclusion it was not 99%, 1,000% self-defense. So I understand why initially, dead body, something's wrong here. Self-defense, 2 seconds in. Alvin Bragg is wasting everybody's time, and he's a racist. Larry Elder is 100% right.
Yeah, he's making a fool out of himself, which is why I played the Larry Elder clip. And in the absence of any reasonable explanation as to why Alvin Bragg charged Jose Alba, you're forced to speculate. And he is a racist. And Larry Elder said he charged him because the thug was black, and Alba, of course, is not. So anyway, Larry Elder's reasoning is as valid as anybody else's. It's speculation, but it's still valid. And of course, we know he's a racist and he's pro-criminal. So you come to these conclusions based on those things. And he's in a tough spot right now. He doesn't want to back up. He doesn't want to back down, because he knows he's going to look really, really stupid. But the bottom line is Kathy Hochul should come out and fire his ass. And she should be. And by the way, where is Lee Zeldin? Where the hell is Lee Zeldin?
I've actually got a Lee Zeldin cut. You want it?
Yeah, absolutely. I have not heard him exploiting this.
He came out. He talked about the stand your ground laws. He talked about how Alba did nothing wrong. I was going to play it actually before Bodega, but now that you brought it up, that's an excellent job. You must have ESP, Bernard. Here is Sid number 4, the guy you asked for, Republican candidate Lee Zeldin, is all over Alvin Bragg.
I believe that it should be in place. You look at this case with Jose Alba. He's acting in self-defense. He is not a criminal. He gets slapped with the murder charge. He gets sent to Rikers Island. He has stab wounds. The person who stabbed him, by the way, hasn't been charged with anything. The Manhattan District Attorney, Alvin Bragg, originally asks for $500,000 bail, while Alba gets released from prison with the lower bail that was set on him just after that. He's still wearing an ankle monitor. He's still facing this murder charge, and he's dealing with that infection on the stab wound, which I'm sure only got worse because he had to get sent to Rikers Island. I believe that Jose Alba has the right to defend himself, and that he is a law-abiding citizen who should not be facing any negative consequences whatsoever for what he chose to do.
There you have it, Republican candidate Lee Zeldin on the right side. You asked for it, Bernard. You got it.
But where is he? He sounded like he was in the trunk of a car first.
No, he's on Long Island.
He should be out there in the street. He should be more prominent. I don't know why. I want these guys, Nick Langworthy, the Republican Party. This is what the stuff of winning elections is made of. Incidents like this for you to exploit. Come out with a commercial right now and exploit this incident to your advantage. And win this election in November over Kathy Hochul.
Listen, I like Lee, and he did say the right thing there, so I can't go at him. He said the right thing there, but that's why I started moving towards Andrew Giuliani, because Andrew's an animal. And Andrew would be on every radio station. Andrew would be on every television station, more than Rob, more than Lee, more than Harry. He was, of the 4 guys, he was the animal. That's why I started to move towards Andrew Giuliani, to your point. But Lee Zeldin did say the right thing.
No doubt he did, but there's still time. Get out there, be more prominent, and be more angry and clever. Nick Langworthy, get your creative minds together and put out a spot, a 60-second commercial. Buy some time, and let's do this. Let's win this damn election.
Well, that Zeldin quote was on television. It came from Newsmax.
Newsmax. Okay, good. That's great. Well, we got to get on Channel 2, Channel 4, all the local, the local prominent news outlets here. Newsmax is great. Newsmax is great, but you're preaching to the choir. You got to get out to the general public and let them know, let the Dominicanos know out there that you have their backs. I don't know if the Dominicanos are watching Newsmax necessarily, but he said the right thing. Lee Zeldin, you're doing fine. Just let's get out there and let's be more prominent. Nick Langworthy, do your job as well.